Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We have a good friend of mine, a special guest, Abdul Jabbar. He's an aid worker in Syria. He's been here for, how long have you been here for?
For 3 years, bro.
So since,
Wait,
no,
5
Syria,
years.
Syria. So that's since 2013?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, mashallah. So he's been here since 2013. So tell me a bit about yourself, how you come to Syria, what do you do in Syria, and just tell the audience a bit about yourself.
So alhamdulillah, obviously you know, because I've known you for time now, but I've been in Syria for about 5 years now. I'm an aid worker, and obviously I do my own vlogging aside from the aid work. So alhamdulillah, I work with my uncle on his charity called Live Updates for Syria, and I'm a media guy there. So we film like the food boxes and like the widows and stuff like that. And I like to do my own thing, which is vlogs or like behind the scenes type of work for my YouTube channel.
So the Live Updates from Syria, which is the charity you work with, is that a Syrian organisation or is it from outside?
No, it's a British organisation.
British organisation.
Yeah.
And you've been there since you started, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, mashallah. So you're here by yourself, or you with family, or?
Alhamdulillah, I'm here with my family, with my mum, and with my uncle, so yeah, man.
Mashallah, mashallah. So you finished school in Britain, or how old were you when you left? 13, yeah?
13, yeah.
So
I
you
finished year 9.
So you finished year 9, after year 9 you come to Syria?
Yeah, I've come straight.
And have you done any study, or?
I've done a media course, but I haven't done like a school study after that.
Okay, mashallah. Do you wish you went back and did study, or?
I wouldn't mind, but like everyone loves to be out of school, innit? No one's gonna wanna wish they're in school. So yeah.
So are you still in contact with your friends back there?
Yeah. My friends are always in contact with me, alhamdulillah.
So how do they feel about you being in Syria then?
At first, obviously, bare of them were a bit skeptical, because obviously when you type in Syria in the news, you hear two things: bombings, you got like fighting, and you don't hear of the good side of Syria or what we're trying to rebuild. You get what I'm saying? So obviously at the start they were like, why are you in Syria? That doesn't make sense. Who would sell their life away, and something like that. But alhamdulillah, after they see my videos and after a long time, they've realized that there is a fun side to Syria, or a life here in general, you know what I'm saying?
So what about your extended family, like your uncles, your aunties? Obviously they're still back in Britain, yeah? How do they feel about, about you being in Syria, and especially your family as well, like?
Alhamdulillah, they know we're safe, innit? We're close to the Turkish border. We're not doing nothing. We're doing our aid work. They know that nothing's coming, inshallah, and anything that happens is gonna happen anyway. So
you're still in contact with them, yeah?
Yeah.
Mashallah, mashallah.
I talk to my family on like every week.
Yeah.
Or even less, even more than that. I mean.
Good stuff. So tell me a bit about the work. You said you do work with orphans and widows. And what sort of projects do you guys do? Like, do you do sponsorships? Do you have like an orphan school or something like that? Or?
We have so many projects, man. I don't like know them off by heart. Obviously, this is all my uncle's work, most of the projects, so we got a good credit to him. But me, I've been doing the media for them for about 5 or like 4.5-ish years now. Yeah. And the projects that I've seen, like the biggest projects that I can name, is they have a school in Syria, and this is one of the biggest schools here. Obviously, they got a project where they take in widows, a widows camp. They also have 15 masjids, so they're trying to do some
15,
like,
yeah?
Yeah, 15
And all these were from sponsors from back home, or?
Yeah, of course. All the money that's donated, all the sponsors are from the UK or other countries as well. But that's where the donations come from, alhamdulillah.
MashaAllah. So as well, you're doing the aid work. You said you're active on social media, yeah? You have Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah, I love my social media. I love to do.
How many followers you got already?
I don't know. I'm like 180 or something like that.
So
Small right now.
You have a YouTube channel as well, yeah?
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel.
So you do vlogs?
I do vlogs, yeah.
So
it's like vlogs, but behind the scene of the work as well.
Oh yeah, so it's kind of mixed in with the aid work as well, yeah? Yeah,
of course.
Cool. So how do you find it? Do you think in an ideal situation would you want to be back in Britain, or you've been here for 5 years, sir? You must miss Britain, don't you?
Obviously, yeah. Britain's my country, innit? That's my home. Obviously, my family's there, my friends are there. Obviously, one day maybe I'll go back there, but I never planned to live in Syria for my whole life. But now that I'm here and I have this opportunity, why not try and help as many people as I can? Do you understand? So even if that's through me just doing videos, at least that gives a message to people. I can put out people's voices that these Syrians can't get out to, like the British media and that. They won't really put someone talking Arabic and they don't know what he means, what he's saying. It doesn't mean nothing to them. But for someone that can sit, talk to the Syrians, I've been living here now. I understand Arabic to like a certain extent, not the best in my Arabic, but alhamdulillah, that's my job, and that's what I like about it.
Yeah, man, mashallah. Some of your young age, mashallah, is really good. We have a lot of 18-year-olds, maybe your friends back home, they're probably doing studying and focus on things, mashallah.
My friends, like, it's long, man. You gotta go uni, you gotta go college, you gotta finish off your studies. Obviously, in the UK, you have to finish off at 18, so it's long. Then finding work, a lot of my friends, they live with like single parents and stuff, so that's even harder.
Education is important, but I think for now, for you in particular, there's a lot of, you have to be a bit selfless in the sense that there's people that need your help, and I think, mashallah, you're doing great work. And I think, inshallah, there should be opportunities for you if you want to continue your studies.
The thing is, obviously, education is important. I'm not going to say it's not. No. But to get experience or to gain experience in a sense, you got to go out of your comfort zone. You got to go to places where you're not going to go normally. And this is the stuff that builds you. This is the stuff that makes you who you are.
So you think you've been here for 5 years now, you think that's shaped you as a person? Do you think?
Of course. I've learned a lot from being out here. Obviously, from stuff that we're not used to, like living without a fridge. In the UK, that's simple. But here, it's like
cold showers as well. Cold
showers, all of this stuff. It builds you. After a little while, you get used to it. But still, you remember, in the UK, we had that hot showers. You could just turn the tap on, and it's just hot. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, you learn from it, innit?
So do you ever feel like, Syria is a dangerous place, Unfortunately, for me and yourself,
of course,
we're young. I'm 21. You're 18, and there's a lot of things that you were here since you were 13, so there's things that here the kids shouldn't see, like for example, either just basically go to the refugee camp and seeing people begging, or the conditions of these people. This as a child, it can be quite a lot to take in. Do you think you've handled it quite well? Do you think how do you feel about it?
To be honest, I think I've handled it quite well, but the thing is, as I said, there's another thing that you can learn from, because obviously when we're in the UK, we don't hear about these people.
Yeah.
And there's another reason why I'm doing the media, because you don't hear about these people when you're in the UK. You're sitting at home, you're chilling.
Yeah, you might see the odd picture on Facebook or the video, but after you've seen that video, after you swipe down Instagram, it's gone. But for us,
obviously, this is our daily life. We see people every day going and begging. We see people every day trying to earn a living. It's crazy, but obviously you feel that sorry for them.
Yeah.
But then also you want to help them. The difference between being in the UK and here is when you're in the UK, okay, you can scroll on a picture and say, you know what, I feel sorry for this kid. But then where's the action behind it?
Yeah.
Do you understand? Yeah, a lot of people do donate, and that's really, really good. But when you're giving with your hand, it's different to.
So do you think the people who are donating to Syria, do you think they could do more, or do you think? What do you think? What would you say to them? For example, if I was in Britain and I saw your videos and I saw the suffering people and I was giving £50 a month or $50 a month, would you say that's enough, or do you think?
To be honest, it depends on the person, innit?
Yeah.
It depends on the person. Obviously, you know where or how much you can give.
Okay.
So if you think $50 is good enough for you, that's good enough. Do you understand? You're not gonna be judged on. You know what, I could have gave more money. It's up to the person and their intention. If my intention is, you know what, today I was gonna go and buy a burger, I'm gonna give this £1. Well, burgers were £1 back when I was in the UK. I'm gonna give this £1 to charity, and say you're someone that's 18 or under. That's a big help, because out here, what's £1? £1 is like a lot for these Syrians.
Yeah,
their daily salary, as we done a video back in the day, is $2.
Yeah.
So £1 is even bigger than the dollar, which means you're giving $1.50.
No.
Do you understand? So that's a lot for them. So still, you can still help, even in the smallest ways or even in the biggest ways.
Crazy, man.
So it depends on the person.
Yeah,
you can't really put a price on someone's help. Do you understand?
So your daily routine. You work. You work today, or what do you do on a weekly basis? Describe me your weekly routine as a personality. Actually, first of all, you mentioned that before you were behind the scenes as well. You're doing the camera work. You did your media class, but just recently, last year, you've come out on camera. Why did you decide to come out on camera? What made you do that?
Obviously, before
Did someone influence you, or did you think, okay, I'm 18 now, I think I could do more for these people?
To be honest, it was kind of a thing where I'm 18 now, and I do want to do more, and I do want to come out and show my own thing. Because look, everyone has their own audience. So all of this older generation, everyone that's working, we've got a lot of brothers. We've got Shaq, we've got Tox, we got a lot of them are doing the work here.
Myself.
Exactly, you got a lot of them. I can't name everyone, but what I'm saying is, credit where credit's due. Everyone's got their own audience.
Yeah.
Me, I think my idea behind what I was doing is to bring a different audience. Because I'm a lot younger than all of them. They're all in their 30s. They're all older. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Obviously, you're in your 20s, but still, for me, I'm bringing that different audience that's younger, obviously, and I'm getting through to an audience that they won't be able to get through because I've only grown up to a certain age in the UK. Yeah. So even the way I talk, the way I dress, it's still for a younger generation. It's still got that street lingo and that street way. Do you understand?
So are you connecting with these people? Message you on Facebook or Instagram? They're connecting with you. They're discussing you. What do they think about you? Do they think you're crazy? Do they think?
No.
Do they support you?
I get a lot of support. Obviously, I do get a lot of hate as well.
Yeah. Why do they hate you for? What's the main issue with you? Like, you're in Syria, or do they call you?
I don't think people understand what Syria is yet.
Yeah.
So my most famous video is on 2K views, and that video, if you scroll down to the comments, bro, it's just you're gonna die, we hate you, and this and that. It's just bro, you don't even know me, mate.
Unfortunately, look, the recent events in Syria the last 4 years, with the rise of ISIL and
that doesn't help us either.
Of course. Obviously, this how would you say, this stereotypical view that everyone, especially the foreigners, have come here, have come in with bad intentions, whether that be fighting, killing innocents, or the stuff we see in the media. Obviously, your case, my case, and the brothers here who are working in the aid section, we come from a very different perspective, and we have a completely different intention to what we'd come into Syria.
But that's the thing, people don't see that. Why? Because one, the media doesn't put that out. The media won't portray there's 5, 6 of them or 7 of them in Syria doing aid work. There's loads, but still they won't say that. They'll say, you know what? You got these groups and you got these people that are just killing people, and you know what? That's a good story for us. It depends on the channel, and it depends on the story. They want a quick story, quick money, easy headline. That's someone killed someone in Syria. Oh my God. Do you understand? But when it comes to nothing's going on here, you can see now, go and check any news article, there's not much on Syria anymore. Syria's just gone calm.
Yeah. So in your experience in Syria, you basically spent your youth here. Unfortunately, a lot of people are now back in Britain. During this time from 13 or from 12 to 18, it can be a very stressful time, troubling time, and unfortunately, a lot of youth get, especially from the Muslim community, get in a lot of trouble with the police and even with their religion as well. Not a lot of them go through. They start practicing.
I'm not gonna lie. Even when I was 13, 14, 15, my early years of Syria, I think 13, 14, I was cool. I didn't really mind it. When I came 15, 16, I started hating it here because I was just I'm not used to this. It's not my place. I didn't choose this. You know what I'm saying? I was bringing out every excuse so I can just leave. But now that I've spent a long time here and I've looked over what I have overcome and what I have achieved in Syria, it's a different story.
So do you think if you were back home in Britain, you never came to Syria, your family never came to Syria, where do you think where would you see yourself? Would you see yourself as a practicing Muslim, or do you think you see yourself on the streets, getting into some bad stuff? How would you see yourself? Realistically, how would you see yourself?
I don't know, man. Obviously, it's about the crowd you're around, innit?
Okay, yeah.
So, alhamdulillah, all my friends, all my boys are chill.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, they're not off the rails, and they're not obviously, no one's practicing to a sick level. I got a couple of friends, mashallah, tabarakallah, they're doing some mad stuff, and they're becoming alims and doing their deen properly.
At this young age, yeah?
Yeah, bro.
Mashallah.
But obviously, I don't know. I can't really judge. It depends what crowd you go with, innit? I haven't been in the situation to know what I would do at that time.
Well, but would you say this environment here, for example, if you wanted to get into drugs or alcohol or crime, it's quite difficult to do it in this kind of scenario, would you say, or?
It depends, innit? It depends. It depends how you look at it, because obviously here you got no rules, so you could do it. But why would you want to? Do you understand? Because then you're just causing yourself problems. What are you going to do in a country that everyone's fleeing from their places?
Yeah.
All these civilians are like stuck in refugee camps, and then you're here just doing your own thing. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So, realistically, I don't think people come here with that intention. Do you understand? So yeah, but obviously you got people that come here with the intention. You know what, I can do what I want here, and you know I can just do whatever, innit? Because it's Syria, it's got no rules. But the same thing with the UK. The UK, you got people that are off it fully, and they're selling drugs, they're doing their thing. And you got people that are, alhamdulillah, doing their own thing. Do you understand? They're learning, they're still doing their Islamic stuff. A lot of my friends trying to do hifz and a lot of that type of stuff. So yeah, it depends what crowd you're in, and it depends what your intention is behind it.
MashaAllah.
You could realistically be anything if you wanted to. But you gotta think with your brain, and you gotta think where do I want to see myself? Do you understand?
So okay, besides your aid work and the vlog stuff, obviously we live a normal life. You know, we have families. I have a wife. You're not married yet. Are you still living with your parents?
I'm not married yet.
MashaAllah. So any plans of getting married soon, or?
Maybe. I don't know, man.
I
don't know.
Get married to someone from Britain or Syria, or?
No, we got only time will tell, innit? I don't know what's around, you know.
So besides the work that you do, I assume you do it throughout the week. There's no days off in Syria.
Yeah.
You know, there's people here that every day people need help, people suffering.
Of course.
So apart from that, free time. If you're not with your family, you have friends here.
Yeah.
Good friends. Where are they from? What's their age? Are they older than you? Are they smaller than you, or what?
Most of my friends are older than me, but
by far, or
no, by a little, like 20, 30. I got friends that are Syrians as well.
Yeah.
One of my friends that is Syrian is in my videos. I got a couple of friends here. Obviously, I got a friend who's known for One Nation, works for One Nation, known as Amir. So I got friends here from different places. Some people that I wouldn't have met if I was in the UK. Like, man's from Singapore and I met him in Syria, do you understand?
MashaAllah.
I didn't even know what Singapore was before I came here, to be honest. That's how it is.
Yeah.
Even Australia, to be honest, I didn't know what it was. I actually thought Sydney was the capital because of Finding Nemo. I didn't know what it was. So alhamdulillah, you do have friendships here. Especially with the Syrians, and it's not you're not very alone. You have people to support you. Alhamdulillah, I'm having fun here. If I wasn't,
what do you do for fun? It's a war-torn country.
Yeah, but there's stuff to do.
There's
always stuff to do.
Okay, give me, for example, last week. What did you do? That exciting. Obviously, there's no theme parks. There's no shopping centres.
No theme parks. No shopping centres.
There's no London Eye or anything like that. You know. So it's kind of like, where would you go?
There's a new like sauna place, so that was actually quite sick.
Sauna place, yeah. They have that here.
Yeah. They just opened it recently, so that was quite fun.
Nice.
But like stuff on a normal daily basis, or something that we'll do, like play Monopoly, chill at home, maybe go to the shops.
Yeah.
There's not like a big shopping centre, but you still got like the odd shop here and there.
Yeah.
So yeah, alhamdulillah, you can find stuff to do if you want to do something. Do you understand?
Yeah, true.
And normally it's better to just chill with your mates, talk, do some we normally play computer games, maybe play some Fortnite, play some, I don't know, play some FIFA.
You play Fortnite with the internet connection here, or?
Yeah, but the internet's whack though. Trust me, it cut off like.
What about the power supply? How you gonna?
Obviously, power now has got better over the years. When I first came, it was like 2 hours, and that was really annoying. That was hard to get used to as well. But now I think it's like 12-ish hours. So
you could hypothetically live quite a normal life.
Yeah.
Just like Britain. Obviously,
of course.
Not exactly unfortunately, like you said, there's only limited to what you can do, but you can still find your own fun in those things.
Yeah.
So there's
fun is what you see as fun. Yeah. You understand? It's like you can have fun doing anything, but you just gotta picture what you want to do, or it's about creativity as well. To be honest.
Yeah.
What you want to do, think about it and just do it.
Yeah, mashallah.
So you can have fun doing anything. I know boys that would just sit on a wall in the UK. Yeah. That's fun for them, do you understand?
Yeah, true, yeah.
I've been there, done that, do you understand? And it's jokes. You just talking to your friends is fun. So it's not like fun is every person has their own perception of fun, in a sense.
So what would you say your worst experience so far in Syria, the worst experience that you've had? If you can name something that maybe, whether it would be, living somewhere, a place where they're getting bombed, or seeing something, people dying or people in a poor place, what would you say that in 20 or 30 years' time that you would say had touched you or changed you, or something that you would remember for sure?
There's a lot of things, man. A lot of things. Obviously,
something specific, something that in 30 years' time you'd say this event or this surroundings. Does that have to be
obviously, I was in Halab when Halab was getting bombed.
Aleppo City.
Yeah, Aleppo City.
Yeah.
So that was mad. I won't forget that.
Was that before the siege, or?
No, I just left when the siege, like the siege had started, but it wasn't fully sieged. So there was a route in, but it was hard to get back out.
Yeah, the Castella Road, the one that
Castella Road.
Before I went there, and I remember, subhanallah, it was very.
Bruv, the shots on that road, the flipping, the mortars.
It's basically, it was before the revolution, it was a highway.
Yeah.
Between the outside of, it's a highway going into the city. And if I remember correctly, when we were going there, we were in an ambulance, and essentially we were driving. But unfortunately, the regime, the Bashar, they could see the ambulance, or they could see the cars going. And during that time, they were targeting the cars with mortars, with tow missiles, cluster bombs. Yeah, man. And the Russian bombardment as well. So
that was mad. I remember the sound of like one bomb, then I just see like five. It's like
yeah, man. It's crazy.
Like, what the hell's going on, man?
What were you feeling though? Did you feel scared, or what was your To
be honest, when you're in that situation, you're not scared. Your adrenaline just kicks in, and you just like run. Like there's nothing else you can think of. You just have to get out of there.
Yeah.
If you start like stopping and getting scared, you're getting targeted, mate. You're standing on a road that's getting targeted. You understand? So you gotta get out of there.
I remember for me, my thought process. Obviously, when we made the plan to go, when we were still in home and getting ready, you kind of prepare yourself of what could happen.
But the thing is, our scenario in our head wasn't like how we saw it afterwards.
Exactly.
How it played out was just like mad.
Yeah.
Because your worst scenario in your head is, all right, a few bombs here, a few bombs there, you understand? You're going to be in this place. Maybe if you're really creative, the bombs are going to go up behind you and you're going to do some like adventurous scene. But that's not going to happen. Do you understand? But when you go there, then it's a different level. When your ambulance is getting targeted and the ambulance tire pops and you're just like, damn, we've got to run.
Yeah.
There's nothing else you got to think of. You just got to get out there, innit? That's how it is. But yeah, alhamdulillah, it was a fun experience, man.
Fun experience. MashaAllah, that's good, man. So, okay, that's you would say that's your worst experience, would you say, or?
It's not my worst experience, but the one that I will remember.
Okay, what about your best experience? What can you say that the 5 years that you've been in Syria, or 6 or 7 years you've been in Syria, what can you say has been the highlight of your time here?
The highlight of my time? These are like mad questions, because I don't really think of stuff like this.
Well, something maybe, how do I say, maybe if you were giving something, or maybe something that made your day, not made your day, but made your life easy here, Because here in Syria, there's, it's quite, every day is a different day, and you're living day by day. How many times have you relocated in your house? How many times have you changed house? How many times?
I've moved house like 4 or 5 times now.
4 or 5 times in the space of 5 years, yeah?
Yeah.
So is that different areas, or?
No, most of the areas that we live in, obviously, as aid workers, we got to live close to the border. So the houses that I've moved into are really close to the border. So alhamdulillah, like they're not far from each other, but one house was like about 3 hours away, but still on the border towns. One house was like I lived by myself for a while. It's fun, you learn from stuff like that. But I think the most like fun experience that I ever had, I don't know like how to put it, or if it's fun or something that is memorable and something that is good for me, is one time when we went to Marat Norman, which is a place in Idlib. Yeah. And there was a kid that got shot in the back. Yeah. By accident, because she was some girl, she was walking, whatever, she got shot in the back. So she was in the house for a year. She didn't come out. Yeah. And when we went there, we found this family, and we gave them a wheelchair. And bruh, they were so happy, because the girl, she likes to play basketball, that's what they were saying. And then straight away they took her out, and she was like messing around, and that was a different experience for me. That was really fun. MashaAllah, man. Well, it's been a pleasure of having you on. Obviously. Inshallah, we have some more of you in the coming weeks, inshallah. Just want to say Jazakallah khair to everyone who's watched, and may Allah reward you and bless you with the work that you're doing, and inshallah, may Allah give you the strength to continue.
If anyone's got any questions for Abu Jabbar for our next interview, inshallah, or podcast, if we have one, send them through and we can ask him. But Jazak khair, bro. And Jazak khair everyone for watching. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I'm so lost in this dunya, feeling so trapped in this dunya. I just wanna run from this dunya. Yeah, 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 yeah.